This video is intended to link a few people, plus Kimberlie Dresch and her family, to Intel Corporation. The year 2015, I moved in with Kimberlie Dresch. I helped her mother buy a house. I went and I used my 401k. I took money out about, I don't know, I took as much as I could out. I think it was somewhere around $1,900. Maybe, I think maybe $2,100. It was something like that. I gave it to them so that they could make a down payment to get them a house. So when they bought their house, that's when and when I got that money out to give to them, that's when I moved in. But I helped them get a house, and as soon as I moved in, boy, she turned nasty to me. That was the whole point. Everybody's trying to make me, take the bait, divorce April. That was the whole point. Make me divorce April when you should have just told the truth. So anyway, what happened after that was she revealed that she was part of all this conspiracy stuff that's going on, and it just happened to happen around Thanksgiving time frame. Thanksgiving, and I was kind of freaking out. I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do because I just found out I was in the devil's house, and she, yeah, she turned out to be a monster. But anyway, um, I had to leave, and I did. I left her house on the day after Christmas. I fled this house because of the people around here, and I drove all the way back down there, and that's when I caught somebody hearing me inside my Challenger. I said something. I saw him turn his head like this. I said, "Oh, you can hear me." Then he got off the highway really quick. So that's when I caught that one, and I went to her house. And then Kimberlie Dresch did something at her house that, oh man, it made me flee that house too. And then after that, I went to a place to get some soda, and I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do because what happens is you realize you're still being watched and followed after they said, oh, it's going to be all over. And then I started realizing the rest of the stories he put in my head. The next 10, he said it'll happen on the 10th year. Well, that just happened to be 2015, 10 years later after 2005, when you start doing all that stuff. Um, so anyway, what happened was I ended up moving out, and I went back to go get my stuff. But the crazy thing, this is the craziest thing you'll ever hear. I was given the trigger from somebody, I don't know who it was. Someone gave me the trigger where it was okay for me to go back and get my stuff because I had my guitars and all that stuff at her house, and she had everything out in trash bags. So I grab all this stuff and I take it back to my house. Now, here's the crazy thing. That morning, before I went to go get my stuff, Intel Corporation, I got there at like 5 in the morning. Nobody was around. I was the only person, and I'd walk by this desk. There was nothing there the first time. The second time I walked by was a box of donuts, the donut that looked just like this. Nobody. There was a box of donuts. They had one donut in there that looked like that. I said, "Oh, that looks pretty good," but I kept walking by. You don't take something that's not yours. You don't do that. So I kept walking. And I walked by again. I kept wondering because I kept walking by to find out who was there besides me. Nobody was there beside me. Somebody put it there as a trick and a trap. So anyway, after people started getting to work and stuff, somewhere around lunchtime, I went to go get my stuff from her house to take it back to my house, and I was moving back in with April, and I start unloading all my stuff, and I start going through it all, and all of a sudden there's a donut like this, a CD with a donut on it, and it wasn't mine. I don't know where that. I didn't know what was on that disc. There's no telling what was on. I broke that thing. I broke that thing. Everything she gave me that had a disc in it, that I knew it wasn't mine. I broke it. I shattered it, and I got rid of it because you don't know what she had on it. I have no clue. It could have been plans for your Death Star. I don't know. I have no clue. All I know is that link Kimberlie Dresch into a corporation. Now there's another story with a $1 bill, and this was also at Intel Corporation, and it was when I went to work and I started walking. I went down the hallway and I looked and I noticed a $1 bill on the floor. I walked by several times, just looked at it and I was thinking, that's all. That's kind of strange. Somebody put that right there in the middle. That's a bait. And I knew it was. I kept walking by to see what they were going to do with that dollar bill, just to test them, because I knew what they were doing. What they did is a crime. You're not allowed to do this to somebody. Anyway, it looked like this picture, about like this right here. Move this out of the way. There was a camera right here. That's first thing. First, I noticed the thing on the floor as I walked by, and I looked up and I saw the cameras as I was walking by. So I kept baiting them. See what they were going to do. I kept toying with them, see what they were going to do. And then about after the third pass, next time I came by, they did something different. Someone grabbed that dollar bill and they placed it up here on top of the guy's cubicle. Sorry, guys, I'm not some moron. What you did is a criminal act. You're not allowed to hypnotize and brainwash a person when you're not supposed to do it here, but you're not supposed to do it, anytime. But you're not even supposed to do it when someone's in the Air Force, and then you're not supposed to do it with an FBI agent, in the year 2000, 2001. And people aren't supposed to steal my invention and take money and then send me off to be murdered by Intel Corporation because they were interested in the state machine that I was going to design. And I did design. They said they were going to pay me $2 million for it. Instead, somebody over there took 50,000. I got nothing. I got sent to Yada Networks, where they hid me in a little tiny lab where they were hypnotizing me every night to put stories in my head to kill me. There was also a time when, right after I met April, and Jacob kept calling someone Tanya Donut. I was like, who is Tanya? Is he talking about his mother? She goes, no, I don't know who this person is. Well, April finally saw her, finally met her, and it was that person right there. That's not a good sign. Someone's going over to Tanya Blue's house, Jacob's mother's house, to get the dirt on somebody when we didn't do nothing wrong. Just remember that, because you're tied to it too.
Oh, man.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning. It's okay if I film you, sir? I'm just kind of nervous around police
No,
officers.
sir, that's quite all right. The reason I'm stopping you is for speeding, sir.
There you go, sir. Will this work for you? I can't seem to find my license, but...
You have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Can the police strike a deal with you? Ba Chong Man.